Hey everyone, it's Karen again. Today I'm making a video about my recovery process. The last few days have been quite the struggle. As I've mentioned before, I had an illness in 2021 that lasted like 3 weeks or longer, and now I'm dealing with a lot of the side effects and consequences of that. And a lot of it's been physical things I've had to deal with. Also, the extreme fatigue, chronic fatigue syndrome, brain fog, and all this other fun stuff. The last few days have been difficult, and just being fatigued. I had to go out of town. It's just like 30 minutes away the other day. Just it's not that bad of a drive, and it just really just wore me out. I just had to when I got back. I just had to take a nap. So that's part of my recovery process, listening to my body, and when it tells me that I need to rest, I take the time and I rest. And then the next day, I wanted to get into the gym and do a workout. It's not that big. I just did two body parts. I believe it was back and biceps. And I got a splitting headache in the middle of that workout. And I just really couldn't wait to finish and get home. And again, lie down and take a nap. So, at this point, my recovery process is just really listening to my body. If it, tells me I need to stop and take a rest, that's what I do. I feel like I want to, watch a little bit of TV. That's what I do. Sometimes working is my therapy and recovery. I like to work, but sometimes I work myself into the ground and gotta listen to my body and relax and take a break. But this seems to kind of maybe go in cycles, just like the physical manifestation issues that I'm having. It seemed to kind of go in, seems like a 3 week cycle with the flare ups and histamine getting out of whack and all this stuff. So now on the side of the fatigue and headache and brain fog and all that, that seems to have its own cycle. So I'm going to try to figure that out, journal it a little bit, and see if I can find a pattern. But that's just the things that I've been doing to recover, and also things like meditation seems to help. Breathing, deep belly breaths, slowing down the pace of the breath seems to really help. Gosh, just even going outside. It's cold right now, but still getting outside into Mother Nature, maybe getting your feet on the ground, getting a little bit of sunlight that's out there, that tends to help. But just slowing down and paying attention to what I need to be doing at that moment is really, is really what it's going to take, and how I'm going to have to deal with this situation. And I just don't know really where it's going to go from here. I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, hope for the best, keep striving, getting better, focusing on the positive, doing the things that I need to do to take care of myself. And it's just been a long road. It's just been a very long road with this. I tried so hard not to get it, the illness. I did everything in my power. Someone knowingly was sick and entered a small enclosed space for hours with someone else who gave it to me that I'm around a lot. This person knowingly had an illness and intentionally spread it. And everyone I know, before I got the illness, I asked them, how was it? What was it like? They said, it's like a mild case of the flu, so that's all I was expecting. I was not expecting it to flip my life upside down. I just you lose everything you work so hard for. I'm gonna get it back. I'm working really hard to get me back, to get my life back. Even I'm trying to get back in the gym and get my muscle back. And I'm not looking to be a competitive bodybuilder anymore. That's in my past. I know that I'm 55, but I like some muscle back. I really do enjoy lifting heavy. I keep gravitating back to that. And I just can't help it. That's what I like. So I like to get some of my muscle back. I just want my life back. I want to feel good again. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And anything you're consistent at pays off in the end. That's just what I believe. I've proven it to myself time and time again in the fitness industry and working online. So I'm gonna leave it there. I've had my hard days. I've work through it by listening to my body and dealing with this recovery process. So things are good. I'm heading to the gym to train a client. So As always, I'm doing my best and things are getting better, and I hope that they are for you too. Thanks for listening.